Hey, this is Tim. I was going to show you my toe site grow out pond. It's a metered 960 gallons, measures 8 foot long by 42 inches wide, 48 inches deep. It's semi-raised, made out of concrete block with a liner. We have a single pump that's fed by a 3-inch bottom drain and a skimmer. And we have a sand gravel filter. We have what I call a 55-gallon just pre-filter, and a 55-gallon media filter in the back over there. So let's take a look at it. Go ahead and turn the pump off. And what I like to do as well is kind of plumb things, make things easy, so you can just turn things on and off here. So turn the pump off. You can see we have a 3-inch bottom drain. This is, I believe, just a Rhino bottom drain. And a 3-inch pipe is going to come, of course, under the pond over here to this pre-filter, 55-gallon pre-filter. There's the pre-filter right there. I do have to come in here and get the leaves out every week or so. I could probably make a better standpipe and kind of filter basket, but I haven't got around to it, quite frankly. But what happens is the bottom drain water comes into the pipe up at the top. You see it swirling around. The standpipe right there with holes in it is the suction for the pump, and these are 3-inch pipes. What's also nice about this is if you have small tosi and they go through the bottom drain, they don't get sucked up into the pump. So whenever I do get new fish, small tosi, every now and then you'll have one that goes through the bottom drain and wants to end up in here and I have to fish them out. So the suction of the pump, that 3-inch line, is going to come right here through the ground, over into this port right here. I have it teed off with the valve to a skimmer. This is just one of those cheap pool skimmers, like 35, 40 bucks, whatever. And, it does the job. And what happens is the pump, it's got a leaf basket just to protect it even further. Pump's going to pump the water down through here to a 55-gallon Birdman style sand and gravel filter. Take a look at it. It's a 3-inch drain. This is my 3-inch waste drain line. Kind of got it plumbed over to a kind of like a waste field over there by a tree. And I always like to put an extra valve right there just to protect it, as well as keep the cap covered right there. And so when doing a water cleaning, all I do is put the cap from there, put it over there over that drain, open that port up, and flush the sand gravel with some aeration. From there, the water simply drains over to another 55-gallon drum. See if we can get over here. In here I have 1 cubic foot of Surmedia, and this has been running now for about, like I said, a year and 4 months, something like that. I think the media was probably a year and 3 months. Kind of got the pond going and put the media in. But you can see even after a year, it's very clean. So I think one of the things that Surmedia really has to have to stay clean is good pre-filtering. And a 55-gallon sand and gravel, the way it's designed by Birdman, will usually filter down to about 60 microns, something like that, 70 microns. So pretty adequate pre-filtering. And you can see their Surmedia is still, just as hard as it was the day I got it. So it's definitely not brittle. And I could probably do a better job on the manifold. This is actually like my 3rd attempt on a manifold, and I just haven't got anything quite right yet on it. I'll probably play a little more on this summer, but it's been working now for a year, so whatever. Let me get out of here. And let's see here. Where I live, we have chlorinated water, and I have a simple, home type water filter. Uses a pre-filter on the left and then a carbon filter on the right. And I've got this rigged up basically to where, new cartridges, I can flush out the new cartridges and I have it valved off here so I can adjust the flow on it. And I run a constant trickle on this pond. I'm trickling that much every day. Right now it's a little bit low. I could probably crank it up a little bit, but I'll adjust it according to my needs. In the summertime when I'm feeding heavily and as the fish have gotten bigger, I'll crank it up a little bit. You know, maybe in the wintertime when they're not eating so much, I'll turn it down a little. To have that, you definitely want to have a overflow protection. And that's kind of just a, I guess that's a 2-inch little standpipe right there that I can adjust the height for overflow. In the skimmer box I put some perforated pipe to prevent smaller fish from getting in there. And I've got a little feeding ring right there for the fish. Toss some food in there. And don't have any TPRs in here. The water just kind of shoots down from right there. And that's fine for what I'm trying to do with this. I usually keep these fish only in here for 1 year. And then, you know, they either make the cut and go to the main pond or they move on. So I don't concern myself too much with any TPR or bottom flow. Actually, when pellets hit the bottom of this pond, you'll actually see that bottom drain sucks it in pretty darn quickly. And I found that the sweet spot in the pond actually is over there in that corner. It'll hang up some pellets. But I put this little feeding ring right here to toss some pellets into. And got another little port here for I plug in to flush my sand gravel filter. I use a wet dry filter on the blower side, and I just plug it in here. And I've got a little port already set up. Just kind of plug it in, and boom, turn it on and off as I need it. And that's about it. Not really. Nothing extravagant. I think I ended up having about $1,400 into this thing, so really not a lot of money. Go ahead and toss some food here. I just fed them about 30 minutes ago, so they're not quite as aggressive as they would normally be, but got a little hut to protect my equipment. Stand back and see my little hut here. And that's about it. See you guys later.